All right, it's Thursday night, and it's Don't Forget to Breathe again. Somewhere in the 40s, mid 40s, I think. We're at now. Uh, what have I got? What have I got? What have I got? I'm going to try and quickly throw this one through because I know I haven't properly charged that, and I've still got a few things to do. I'm actually right here. Here is the last stage of some bread. That'll go in a it's going to be sat there now for at least an hour. I've learned with the bread making. I've adjusted me I've adjusted me ingredients. Yeah. I've adjusted my ingredients, and it's a wetter dough than what it was. It was a baker actually gave me the initial recipe. I've adjusted the recipe. That was the word I was looking for, not ingredients. Recipe. Yeah. So baker, I know, gave me the original recipe, and it was sound. It was okay, but I've adjusted it slightly. I've made the wet to dry ratio more on the wet side, and it makes a for me anyway, to my taste, it makes a better loaf. Plus, um, I've also learned that patience is a virtue when it comes to baking bread. I get why these bakers get up at like fucking stupid o'clock in the morning to start baking, because that one there, that's basically I started that this morning at about 10 o'clock. So it's now 20 to 10 in the evening, and it's going to be another hour before I even think about putting that in the oven. At least another hour. It's just so I can have fresh bread in the morning. I mean, I've got bread, but this morning I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what, I want to make a loaf for the weekend. So I started. What else have we got? Health wise, turns out I'm eligible for medical cannabis, which I am now seriously looking into. Oh god, is it CSR? So anyway, well, when I looked into it. Um, I mean, this is for my knees, for the arthritis in my knees, and the rules have changed, which means arthritis of the knees is a yes. You do qualify for medical cannabis, but you have to fit a certain criteria, which is you need to have tried two remedies that have both failed. Of the remedies, this can be physio, which yeah, a physio like what a couple of years ago when I first went to the physio, and the physio took one look at me and went, "Nah, this ain't going to do shit for you. Put you through for the injections." Another one is the injections. Like a year ago, November, I got the injections that lasted about 4 hours. uh, I knew it. You know, I fucking knew. I knew it wouldn't work on me because just my bastard luck. I know people who have had these injections, and it's lasted years. But like they say, you can get like up to 4 injections a year. I probably need 4 injections a fucking day. Like, they're corrosive, so no, they don't work. So I fit the criteria. So the other criteria is painkillers, and I was on painkillers for 18 months, and they ended up failing after 18 months of constantly taking painkillers. So I've not just two fails; I've had three fails. So yeah, I need. I think it's this. I think it's called the SCR or the CSR. There's definitely an S, a C, and an R in there, but I don't know which way around they go. But I need to get that from my doctor, which I've got to speak to the doctors. I will only get to talk to one of the girls behind at the desk tomorrow, but I've got to speak to the doctor anyway. I've got to try and get it to the doctor. That actually says that you don't need to tell your doctor that you're looking for you're looking to use medical. You don't have to. You can get this CSR, SCR, whatever it's called. Um, if you ask for it, I'll not give it to you. And you don't have to tell them why. You know just say I'm fucking um, I'm going for a private consultation. But like, I don't give a shit. I'll just turn around and say to them, "Look, you've been dicking me about for the fucking 5 years now, and this isn't good enough. If medical cannabis is going to at least help me fucking get back outside and at least go for a fucking walk of an evening, you know, that's great. I fucking listen to some tunes, have a little blast, and fucking go for a little walk. that's that's all I can hope for." But yeah, if it helps me get out and exercise more, then fucking great. I'm all for it. I don't give a shit what they think. That they've done fucking zero for me. In fact, that's not entirely true. One guy, one doctor has done one fucking good thing for me, and that's helped me get back and get my sleep pattern back going again. And even my sleep is fucking aided by drugs. This is my existence at the minute. It's fucking crazy. Uh, right, yeah. So yeah, there's that. There's the medical cannabis. Seems to be. I will be definitely looking into that. There's a bit of a fucking expense to begin with, but once the initial expense is being paid, it's it's about 15 quid a month for your supply for your bud. It's about 15 quid a month. But like as I say, it's you. I didn't know that like. Oh, Villa have just taken the lead. Yeah, Villa have just taken the lead. Good goal as well. Um, I thought, like, I'll just fucking have me bong, or I've got my little fucking pencil pipe. And no, you can't use them. You need to use a fucking what are atomizers? Is that what they're called? Atomizers. So the atomizer can fucking cost anything. Like, um, I'm assuming it's similar to the volcanoes. I don't know whether they still have them in Amsterdam. It's been like many years since I've been to Amsterdam, but they used to have them in Amsterdam. The fucking volcanoes that would just fucking sit in the middle of the table, and you'd fucking stick your bud in, and it would basically fucking vaporize. Vaporize the bud and blow up this fucking balloon. You just sucked out of the fucking balloon and got high off your tits, man. But like every time I went to Amsterdam, I was always on the edibles. I'm a fucking. I love me edibles in Amsterdam, me man. Fucking boss. But yeah, so like the fucking atomizer, whatever it's called. I think it's called atomizer. I'm going with atomizer because atomizer is a cool word. Word. It's such a nice word, atomizer. So you need one of them, and they can go from anything from like I believe about 30 odd quid for the cheapest ones up to like 250 fucking quid. So it depends on like what you want. That's it. And then you pay your sub, which is I've looked at some of the plans, and some of the plans are like can be like 150 quid a year or something like that. But I know that for people like me, people who are on the social, um, they have special plans where I think it's about you pay an initial 200 quid, but then that's it. That's all you pay forever. You just pay that initial 200 quid, and then you're just paying for your bud. Uh, which, as I've looked into it, because I was curious about how much people fucking people normally pay on the book, and it's around about between about 15 and 50 quid a week, and I imagine a 50 quid a week, not a week, a month, between 15 and 50 quid a month. And imagine the 50 quid one is for like fucking proper stoners like me. At least the way I used to be. So yeah, there's that. We'll look into it. We'll see how far that goes. Definitely going to put in the. I've read. I have. What's the word? My brain's going around in fucking circles. I've had a busy day. My brain's going around in circles. I have drafted. What's the word I'm looking for? I have drafted a letter to the complaints of the complaints office. The guy, I can't. I'm not even going to pretend that somewhere up here I have the fucking name of the dude, but I don't. But the person you complain to about your GP, I've drafted that letter. I haven't sent it to them yet, but I will. It's definitely going out to them because, like I say, this is a joke. I am basically, oh shit. When I speak to the my back's fucked at the minute because I've had such a busy day. I've been on painkillers and the painkillers have wore off, so all the aches and pains that I've suppressed during the day are fucking rearing their ugly heads. Yeah, so I say this has been going on now for far too long. I've started again. Oh, that's nice. I've started again. This is the second time I've had to start again in like 5 years. In 5 years, this is the second time I've had to start again because they keep messing up me fucking me treatments. Right, so this is why the letter's going in. It's just that simple. The letter's going in, the complaint's going in. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm done with it because I'm still fucking juggling the DWP. DWP going, get back to work, and I'm going, I can't fucking get to the shop, and you want me to go to fucking work? It's ridiculous, and they even lied to me. Oh, fucking still not happy about that. They even fucking lied to me. So yeah, that's the health wise. There was something else. There was something else that I was going to mention, and it's completely fucking. It's fucking slipped out of my brain. There was something else I was going to mention. Oh, I can't think. So it was the health. It was the medical cannabis. I can't think. Oh, fucking hell! I am all like some pains. I really am. The bread, medical cannabis. I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else. I was actually watching. Oh, I'll tell you what I was fucking doing. I've been doing. This started just before Christmas. I've been just out of pure boredom. I've been doing like deep dives into. Oh, I need to get in the shower. My hair's looking a bit fucking a bit minty. We'll go into that as well in a second, maybe. But yeah, I've been doing this fucking um, dives into things that I enjoy in my life and just seeing how bad the products are. So I started with beer. I'm not a massive beer drinker, but there was like a bigger red flag. I do like Guinness, and this deep delve into like the world of beer and how it's brewed and all that. Flagged the Guinness. I will not buy Guinness again. No, I'm not going to be drinking Guinness ever again. I will I will drink other droughts. There was like quite a nice one that I remember having a few years ago that you can get in the supermarkets. That was Guinness like, but it did taste clearer than Guinness. So yeah, Guinness, which is the main beer that I used to drink, jumped up on that flag, and yeah, so I don't drink Guinness anymore. Then I moved on to whiskey. I am a big whiskey drinker in every way, shape, and form. Now, the weird thing is, I was like looking for like 10 bad and 3 good. That on all of these on the beers, 10 of the worst beers that you could drink, and like 3 clean beers that you can drink. So that's basically what I was going for. On the list of bad ones, now the thing is, for the longest time, Jack Daniels was always my drink. Jack and Coke was always my drink for the longest time. But like, I would say probably about 2 years ago, that changed. to Jim Beam. I would rather have a Jim Beam than a Jack Daniels. Just I just felt the Jim Beam tastes cleaner. Um, and as far as like Jack Daniels go, if you have single barrel, then you know that Old Number Seven is not as good as what your young man thinks it is. I mean, it's the most popular whiskey in the UK, and it's fucking awful. It really is bad. The way it's done, it's fucking terrible. There is far better whiskies out there. So yeah, so I won't be drinking Jack Daniels again, but I did actually stop drinking Jack Daniels like a couple of years ago. Changed over to like Jim Beam, which Jim Beam was obviously it didn't make the list, and I'm not claiming that Jim Beam is like the cleanest fucking whiskey you could ever drink, but for sure it's better than Jack Daniels for you health wise, and it's weird saying that. Referring to whiskey that it's healthier for you, but shit, it fucking is. Then there's what did I do after that? Oh, Cider, yeah, the Cider, the big one. The Cider was the big one. On this list, two ciders that I used to drink came up. One of them was Magnus. Or both the ciders I stopped drinking for the same reason. Um, and the reason why I stopped drinking both of them was they were too sweet. They were just overly sweet. Yeah, so Magnus, as I've just said, Magnus was one of them. And I stopped drinking that a long time ago, and I stopped drinking that because it was too sweet. And that was one of the biggest issues with it. Was it's got far too much sugar in it. It's just pure syrup. Not all the sugars turn to alcohol, and you're left drinking a fucking syrup, an alcoholic syrup. Basically, that's what it is. The other one is the Jesus Christ Copperberg. Copperberg, the fruit Copperberg. Again, too sweet for my taste. And again, one of the biggest red flags in that was it's got too much sugar in it. Again, not all the sugars are allowed to ferment, so you are basically again drinking syrup. Also with the Copperberg, when it like wild berry and strawberry and stuff like that, labs show that testing in the lab show that there's no fucking berries in it whatsoever. It's all chemical. So yeah, no, I don't drink that. On the cider, my main cider, store bought cider, I brew my own cider, which I love. But store bought cider, I have drank Scrumpy Jack for a long while. I just like Scrumpy Jack. It is a more my sort of cider. And when I looked into it, because I wanted to see where Scrumpy Jack came on the list, and it's not even close to the shit list. Virtually all of the sugar is allowed to turn to alcohol. That's why it's a strong cider, strong store bought cider. It's I just like it. It's good. I was called a child once for drinking it, but like nah, it's uh when I put in all the data and all that, it came up. It called it the workhorse of the store bought ciders, and I was like, yeah, I get that. I know that. Um, so yeah, the cider. So I got a win on the cider. I would say the whiskey was a draw. The beer was a fucking loss. The whiskey was a draw. And the cider was a win. But yeah, I did coffee the other day, which was depressing, which was very depressing. Um, Coffee's terrible. The coffee we drink is fucking awful. It's shit. Um, unless you look into this stuff, you don't know how fucking bad, how absolutely fucking terrible coffee is. You're drinking poison. You're drinking pesticides. You're drinking toxins. You're drinking if you're using fucking. I've got one in the corner there using a fucking pod. You're using little fucking pods that you put metals into the fucking coffee and you drink it. Oh, love coffee, me. It's and the regulatory bodies are fucking awful. They're shit. They don't give a shit. the beans that are used, the substandard beans, all the fucking, I'll fucking get me fucking. That's the last of the fucking coffee. It's not actually Nescafe in there. I don't know what it is in there, but it's not Nescafe. That's, I just get the refills and fucking fill up that jar. But that's the last of the fucking instance that I'm ever having. If that's changing on over the weekend, I've got my gear on order. Fucking yes, well changing my coffee habits. But yeah, it's all in that fucking instance. All the instance, they use substandard beans, they use multi beans, they use defective beans. They over roast them. They take all the antioxidants out of them, and they leave just the fucking harmful toxins and fucking cancer causing shit and all that. The coffee's killing you. It's awful. It is so fucking bad that I was like, I didn't even go through the whole list. I didn't even go through the whole list. I was putting the lists on Facebook, but when I did the coffee one, I said, "Look, I'm not telling you what the I'm not telling you what the shit list is. I'm just going to say I'm changing my fucking coffees. The coffee that I enjoy the most, which is what fucking can go the report one fucking bang smack bang bang in the middle of the fucking shit list because it's fucking awful. But they were basically saying it's the same. It's the same for all fucking coffees. It's all fucking shite. So, like I say, I probably, hopefully, it'll turn up by next week. So next week, I'll make a cup of coffee from everything that I've learned that I'm buying. I've ordered a coffee grinder because even the beans, even the coffee beans, you've got to look for certain things in the coffee beans. A lot of people think that if you see 100% Arabica, I think that's how you pronounce it. If you see 100% Arabica, then that's a good coffee. No, it's not. It's absolutely fucking not. You need to be looking for, there's something organic. USLD or something like that. USLD organic or third party lab tested is what you need to see in your coffee. Or the chances are you're drinking fucking poisons. So yeah, that's what I've done. I've picked out a brand of coffee and a little fucking, just for me. I don't need a fucking fancy one, just a little fucking grinder, a little cafetiere. And I should arrive over the weekend. And next week I'll be drinking pure coffee and not the shit that I'm drinking at the minute. Actually, this is tea, which is next on my shit list. I was laughing and joking about this with a mate of mine a couple of days ago when I said to him. I said, I'm going, because he said he's just the same. I said, I'm going to have to do tea next. I said, but I only have like Yorkshire tea in my place. I used to do PG tips, but then like I got onto the Yorkshire tea, and I've had Yorkshire tea. I won't have anything other than Yorkshire tea. And I said, if Yorkshire tea ends up on the shit list, I'm finished. That's it. I'm done. I'll do one of his favourite foods. I'll do fucking honey and fuck him up. But like, but yeah, this is the shit to do. This is the shit to do because I've got nothing better to do. I might as well fucking try and make my life a little bit better by researching shit, not listening to the things that other people tell you. Like, I'm going to leave you with something that happened the other week. And I am going to fucking, because I'm basically experimenting on myself at the minute. And I asked the question the other week, just an initial question, because like I got out of the shower and I caught myself in the mirror. Caught my image in the mirror, not myself in the mirror, like you catch yourself in your zip sometimes, which, oh my god, fucking hell. The first time you ever do that. Low batteries come up, so I'm going to have to make this quick. So got myself in the mirror and I thought, you don't look your age, lads, you really don't look your age. So I took a quick selfie, this one. Don't I look cute there, man? And I asked, how old do I look? To like random strangers on social media. And the popular answer was like mid-30s. That's fucking 20 years out, lad. I'm fucking 55 this year. I know I don't look 55. I know I don't look 55. But I think people used to tell me I look 10 years younger than what I actually was. When I was like 40, they'd tell me I look 30. When I was 50, they'd tell me I look 40. Now I'm like halfway there, halfway to between 50 and 60. And I'm now getting 20 years younger. And it's only been like the last, since just before Christmas, when I was looking into how people age. And it's a whole thing. It's about like, I mean, I'll go into it more, but it's about when you sleep, your body resets, and it's not just like the brain, a reset for the brain and the memories and all shit like that, firing off all the synapses and what have you. It's also your skin and your hair and all that gets a reset. Now, the first thing we do when we get out of bed in the morning is we jump in the shower and fucking wash all the good stuff off. What we should be doing is when we wake up in the morning, doing what our like boomer parents would call a fucking cat's lick, and then as I'm about to do once I finish this, is get a shower in the evening and like basically give the body a clean slate to work with. So that's what I've been doing. And I don't think, I think I'm seeing results. I don't think, you know, I'm not saying I'm like stop the aging clock, but like I do think I look better. There's bags that were underneath my eyes, and as you see on that still that I've just put up, there's no bags. And not that's not filtered or AI generated or no shit like that. That is just a natural picture. Just a legit picture. As I said on social media, when I put it on social media, no filter or AI generation used, just zero shit given. It's just a natural thing. And the bags that I used to have are fucking gone. They're gone. So like, you know, like I say, I'm gonna look into it more. I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing. I'm going to look into it more, and I will give it probably about 6 months, because if I want to give it like weeks, rather, you know, I want to give it months and then take a look back and see. And these vlogs will be good, because I'll be able to look back at the vlogs and go, yeah, that's worked, or no, it hasn't worked, or you're still the fucking same. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that's all for future me to sort out. I have been rambling on for nearly half an hour. The battery is dying. This is me. I am out. Look after yourself. Love you. Bye.